I have another Epic Hero series figure here, and this is the Mandalorian. Found both him and Darth Vader on the peg, so those were the only two, and they have pegs specifically for Mandalorian and Darth Vader. I know there's 3 other figures. I don't know if they're not going to be at Walmart. I'm not sure how that's working, but found Mando, so that was kind of cool. Just to give you an idea here, as I showed last time, the difference in the card size between TVC and these Epic Heroes, just so you can get an idea. But you can see in this Mandalorian figure, we've got nice, again, cartoon artwork. It's kind of nice to have specific artwork. The Mandalorian, not even Din Djarin, just Mandalorian. Picture of the figure on the back. It looks a little bulked up. It kind of makes me think of a Power of the Force 2 figure, but let's open him up and truly check him out. Here we have our Mandalorian figure, and, you know, out of the package, he looks actually kind of good. He does not have his jetpack. He has his cape, which doesn't have the plug to plug into his back, although he has a hole, so, you know, maybe you can grab a jetpack from Sabine or Paz Vizsla if you'd want for him. Yeah, mix and match if you'd like. Get his cape back on. There we go. He does have the plugs in his wrist gauntlets, so you could add some of the accessories like we saw in Paz and Sabine into this. There's kind of a nice silvery paint. You know, yeah, it's a little toyetic, but there's more paint here than I thought there was. Like the the outfit underneath the armor actually isn't bad. We actually have the emblem there on his shoulder. All in all, not actually a bad figure for a cheap little $10 figure. He came with 2 accessories. Now, of course, he doesn't have any holsters or anything, but he comes with his pistol right here. See that? And let's see how he holds it, if he holds it well. Yeah, he holds it pretty well, better than some of the retro figures. And he comes with the Darksaber. This may be a reuse of the Darksaber from TVC, especially having the white and the black. It's kind of nice that it does have both of those. Cool to get another Darksaber. Let's see if I can get that in focus well here. There we go. You can really see it there. And, you know, he can hold that. So put this in this other hand. And so now he can, you know, go out and get bounties and all that. So how does this compare to, say, a TVC figure? Well, let's see. So here's a TVC Mando right next to this new Epic Hero Series Mando. I think the TVC Mando, I mean, they look like they're the same height, but the TVC Mando's got some bent knees going on, his little action pose. Of course, he is on top of a stand there for me, too. So they're probably pretty close to the same height, so it kind of gives you an idea. But what about, you know, I said it kind of looks like a Power of the Force figure. What if we grabbed a Power of the Force figure? There we go. There's an old Power of the Force Boba Fett. He is clearly taller than the Power of the Force 2 Boba Fett right there. And he doesn't quite look as bulked up as that. At least his waist isn't quite as thin. So, not quite Power of the Force. But, you know, it gets a little bit of those vibes. You know, some of those figures, the late Power of the Force stuff into Power of the Jedi, they're still kind of bulked up. Kind of reminds me of that. But just to give you a good comparison there. All in all, I kind of like the figure. It's not a bad figure. It is 5 points of articulation in the hips, the shoulders, and then you have a ball joint in the head. So yeah, you could take this helmet off and go use it with somebody else if you wanted to. You know, nice that it comes with the cape. A jetpack would have been cool, but yeah, take what you can get. Obviously, simplistic paint design. We've got 3 different colors, well, 4 with black on him. But, you know, it's kind of somewhere in between that retro figure and a TVC. So it's not quite retro. It's like retro early 90s or something. I don't know. But I do like it. You know, again, these would be cool figures to maybe get your kids when they get done with Young Jedi figures or something and they like to do Star Wars, but you don't want to give them TVC or Black Series. Could be something to give to them. So I kind of liking them. I know some people are going to hate them just because they're not TVC, just because they're 5 POA and that. I'm not going to hate them over that. In fact, I like these better than our value budget figures we've had, like those 5-inch figures that were like 3 POA, basically. Or the 12-inch ones that we've had previously, or I think there's even 9-inch now. I like these better than that. I think it's kind of, you remember they did the Galaxy of Heroes or whatever it was a couple years ago, and they came in those little tube containers. Kind of something like that. I can see the artwork on this reminds me of those, so there we go. There's our new Mandalorian for the Epic Hero series.